Good evening, students. I'm again with you with the story How the Camel Got His Hump by Rudyard Kipling. In the last video, we saw that the ox, the horse, and the dog visited and tried to persuade the camel to work for men. Turn by turn, they went there, but they all failed and they could not persuade him. Let us see what happens further. The jinn rolled himself up in the dust cloth and took a walk across the desert and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. My friend, said the jinn, what's this I hear of your doing no work? The jinn sat down with his chin in his hand while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. You have given the three extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness, said the jinn. And he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. Humph, said the camel. I shouldn't say that again if I were you, said the jinn. You might say it once too often. I want you to work. And the camel said humph again. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back, that he was so proud of puffing up into a great big hump. Do you see that? Said the jinn. That's your very own hump that you have brought upon your very own self by not working. Today is Thursday and you have done no work since Monday, when the work began. Now you are going to work. How can I, said the camel, with this hump on my back? That has a purpose, said the jinn. All because you missed those 3 days. You'll be able to work now for 3 days without eating, because you can live on your hump. And don't you ever say, I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to the tree and behave. And the camel went away to join the tree, and from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feelings, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. So when the jinn reached to the camel was looking at his image in the pool, and when the jinn asked him to work, he again said hump. Despite repeated warning that he should not repeat the word, he again repeated the word. And then the jinn made sure that the camel had a hump on the back. And when he saw this appearing on his back, now the camel got worried. He said, what is this on my back? Then the jinn told him that this hump will not be a hindrance to you, as you did not work for 3 days. Now you can work for 3-4 days continuously without eating. This hump will be a help instead of being an hindrance. But now he advised the camel to join the other three, get out of the desert and get on to the work. The camel obeyed him, and the hump that we see on the back of the camel, even now, according to the story, that appeared from that day onwards. So, this is the story. How did you like it? You can tell me. This, we all agree, is not a true story how the camel got his hump, but it's an interesting one. I hope you enjoyed it. Now you have to write down the answers of the 4 questions given at the end, and I'll be sending my answers tomorrow to you. First, you send your answers, I'll be checking them, and then I'll send my answers to you. Thanks for joining.